Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for your time and deciding to spend this hour with me. I really hope that it will be helpful for you and you will find something that you will uh, use in your everyday life. Uh, my name is Yulia Tikhоход. I'm Chief Product Officer at Hyperskill. I We are in a tech platform focused on project-based learning. Uh, I personally have a background in product management. I also have project management professional certification. Uh, I like to combine technology and education. I'm really passionate about education and I want to uh, share knowledge and to make it easier to other people to share knowledge with each other, because I believe that we all our progress depends on this, on knowledge sharing, on personal growth. I also AI enthusiast. I like to explore how AI can help our learners and us as educator to be more productive, to build better product, to learn more effectively. And today I want to share with you some of my experience in using AI in product management. I want to say that I really tried to push all my knowledge into this one presentation, but not everything that I want to share um, very well fit into today's story, today's presentation. So something I have to leave behind. Also, I tried to make this like a story of working on one hypothesis. So sometimes it will have assumption and some gaps because we only have 1 hour and we can't cover in 1 hour total product discovery and hypothesis testing process. So I will tell you where there is shortcuts or some assumptions. Uh, with this in mind, I want to share with you my core principle of using AI in product work. First of all, as in many other areas, here, if you put some garbage, some unuseful information into AI tool, you will not get something good out of it. Uh, Garbage in, garbage out. If the input is empty or unclear, the output also will be useless. Uh, Also, I want you to remember that everyone lies, and especially AI. AI lies not on purpose, but because of its very nature, because it's built the way that it cannot proofread, check themselves. So please, I beg you, double check the facts, not rely on AI as a source of truth. Um, AI lets you move really fast if you use it correctly. So it is a great possibility not to settle for the first idea, for the first iteration that you've done. You can do a lot more iteration in the same period of time and choose the best one. Uh, Understand the limitation of this tool. Um, LLMs are great for some language tasks, for simple code writing, for prototyping, but it's really bad in chess. It's really not good at logic. It can't solve simple labyrinth or math problem. So when you are using it, keep this in mind that it has a lot of possibilities, but also AI tools have its own limitation. Keep the users in focus. Use your own empathy and own judgment about users when you are building prototypes, describing hypotheses, and also don't hesitate to test your ideas on real world people, maybe not even your users, maybe your colleagues, your friends. Show them what you have done to see the impression that it made on them, because only real users, real persons can validate what you created with AI. And remember, you are in control, not an AI system, not any AI tool can make the decision for you. Only you can make the decision about how your final product will look like. So with these core principles, let's start. I want to go through HADI cycle today, but I want to start with an I inside. It's a little bit controversial, but I want to show you how to use AI tools for trend watching, for getting insights from nowhere, for almost nowhere. Uh, so you can, there are some tools that can help you imagine the future, imagine where world is going. I like tools from Board of Innovation. I used them to as template, they templates for ideation, and now they created a lot of useful AI tools. For example, they created this tool that can help you to imagine future of some industry on the on time scale that you ask. So I decided to see what will a tech will look like in 5 years. So I got these ideas about trends, about AI personalized learning for every student, global online education access improves, about VR integration depends on digital tools and how it will impact social skills. And as a downsides, data privacy issues become widespread. Teachers face tech skill gaps and frequent burnout. So it's really close to my understanding of future of tech, at least with a part of it. So I choose to uh, keep this in mind with my future ideation. Next, I found some custom GPTs for market and trend analysis. And this custom GPT also suggests integration of AI and personalization. It also suggests VR, AR growth, expansion of personalized learning, rise of learning analytics, emphasis on gamification, some cohort and collaborative learning, and integration of blockchain technology. Actually, in my opinion, the last one is a little bit off because for now it's not really trendy, but it's a good starting point to think about the future of education. And the last tool from trend watching is really cute. It helps you to build a scenario of your particular product. In my case, it's it's hyperskill. Here I choose timeline in which time period I want to show to create these scenarios. which strategy I want to follow, which trends I want to ride. This is from previous research. And here's 5 scenarios. Let's say it's an assumption. Let's say we stick with the third one, where we want to become an AI-driven career navigator. Let's say we want to, with growth of artificial intelligence, artificial general intelligence is really close to life. Let's say we want to help our learners to fit in this constantly changing world. Let's say we want to help them to build a detailed roadmap that will guide them to chosen career. And let's imagine that this career they will choose not once in a lifetime, not once in 5 years, but maybe every year they will choose the new career. So we have to find what they already know from previous career, previous jobs, what they need to learn to fit, where their skill gap, and what they need to cover to become a new professional. So with this in mind, let's pretend that we select this particular future for our product. Let's go deeper, make some deeper research. Let's pretend that I bring this to my team, and we have a great brainstorm, create some ideas, some vision of how it will work in 5 years. And based on all of this, this tool is Miro.com, and I really use it for ideation, for brainstorming, for team session facilitation. And recently, a year ago, I think, they introduced really good AI tool. Sometimes some of services that I use introduces AI tool, but it's unusable, not very helpful. But this particular one is really great. It can help me to gather to find insights from a lot of information and create some ideas, some documents, in some images and diagrams. So let's pretend we had this brainstorm session, and I'd ask AI to create some ideas based on our research, our brainstorm. So I had a lot of cards, and with all of these AI tools, I can actually test all of these cards, all of these hypotheses, all of these ideas, and choose from this from this swarm of ideas the best one, the one with which I want to go further. So let's start with pretty simple idea. We already have knowledge map and knowledge graph for all knowledge that already is on hyperskill. And let's say we want to teach users through this knowledge graph to help them find gaps in their knowledge and show it on this graph and help them to build their path to a new career through it. For those of you who don't familiar with hyperskill, when I say knowledge map, I mean this tool. It has all topics, group of topics, and all topics and interconnection between them. And Actually, some of our users already learn through this tool, but it's not the main path. It's not in main journey of learner. So in these next steps, I will show you how I would work on hypotheses that we want make this learning through knowledge map the main or one of two main paths through hyperskill to user learning goal. So my next step would be to find how our users already use this tool and how they already uh, finding the gaps in their knowledge. Do they really have this problem, and so on. This tool on my screen is Google Notebook LM. It's actually pretty cool because you can add as many sources as you want. I think that there is a limit, but it's pretty huge, like hundred or several hundreds of sources. So to my goals, it's more than enough. So I, for this, for this research, I collect all user interviews, all user feedback that I already have in other systems, put it here, and ask this tool how users finding the gaps in their knowledge, and do they really use knowledge map for this, and do they really like it, how they interact with this feature. So I have some insights from users interview, and now I can draw the picture in my head, what I need to explore, what I need to know next to build my hypothesis. And with this in mind, I'm going to make some research with here I have two tools, ChatGPT and Perplexity, but you may use other. It's more ChatGPT deep research and Perplexity deep search is two most popular and most I think well-performing for this task tools, but maybe in next iteration it will be something else. So I've asked ChatGPT to make research about knowledge gap detection and how it may be visualized. I give this to some details that I want only I only want to know about adult learning. I want to know about technical skills, especially software development, and I want to focus only on HR tech and edtech platforms. That's great that ChatGPT, before it starts to investigate, will ask me some additional questions about how I really want to proceed with this research. This is really important to think about this question because in premium plan you have only 10 deep research per month and you have to use it wisely. So I found my answers for all these questions, and half an hour later I that's why we don't do it right now like a demo. It's take from 10 minutes to an hour. I had my research. That's really funny to read how AI was thinking about my request. what ideas was inside it. And after half an hour, I had a lot of information about how other platforms, HR or educational platforms, detecting gaps in knowledge of users, how do they visualize it, and some fun examples. This at this point, I have to repeat myself. You have to be really careful with this data, because sometimes when you go through these links, you will find that there are no such information as presented here on screen by these links. Or I will show you an example. Here is about progress map and learning path, and I really was interested about node link diagram, a concept map like our knowledge map, and I found here that Han Academy has also knowledge map at some point, but I've never seen this tool. I start to investigate deeper, and eventually I found that this is far gone feature. This feature was deprecated at like 2020 or something like this. But I found in Web Archive how it looked like. Uh, I think it's terrible, but and I understand why they deprecated and what to avoid when I will think about my tool to map the knowledge to show the path through knowledge map. But this is an example that some information that you will have from deep research will be outdated, will be incomplete, will be inaccurate, and you need to be really careful with this. And I also did this research with Perplexity tool. I'm sorry, here's some Spanish words because I'm learning Spanish now and some of my interface in this language. To simplify my um, task, I had copied a prompt from ChatGPT Deep Research. After it asked me a lot of questions and I answered them, ChatGPT create this prompt, and I decided to use it with Perplexity to get more comprehensive, more precise results. Also here in Perplexity, you can specify where you want to find information, whether or not you want to use academic resource, whether or not you want to use social resources. For this research, I decided not to use social resources and not to use opinions, but to use academic papers and web. I'm sorry. And also, half an hour later, I had these results of research. Some of them I found really interesting, like delivery performance dashboard for measurement how developers are doing, and some knowledge tracing models also was really interesting. For example, this long short-term memory. So yeah, it was really interesting research. Also, it's very useful to go to sources and go through these sources to the very beginning. I found myself that the most valuable sources of information is always PDFs. and some kind of tables. A lot of articles is just some kind of retelling, rewriting these PDFs. So it may be useful for you, for your research, to find the source of your sources, like PDF or some table or some research, or some publishing at government sites sometimes, and put all this information. It's usually with a really bad wording, a really academic and hard to understand style, but you can use this, put all this information into ChatGPT or the LLM and ask questions that you have to this LLM tool. Yeah. This is it with research before we have our hypothesis formulated. If you have any question, don't hesitate to write them into Q&A. I will answer them as soon as I will see them. So yeah, I will be glad to answer any of your questions. And this is finally time to write some hypotheses. Also, as with all this LLM stuff, I also have some principles in mind with which I'm using all possible tools to formulate hypotheses. First of all, when you are using ChatGPT, Claude, or other tools like ChatPRD that I will show you later, there is always settings where you can add all important information about your product, your goals, your metrics, yourself, preferable style, and style of communication, I mean, and so on. So this tool will be fitted for you and will keep in mind. I'm not actually sure that I can use the word mind with LLM tools, but yeah, okay. These tools will keep in mind that you are, for example, product manager, you have a product with some goals, some metrics, and so on. Next, I prefer to think about my hypothesis step by step, not trying to imagine all in one at once, to run too fast, because when you're trying to run too fast, you probably will be really slow. And I'm trying not rely too much on LLM's results, check every step whether these results resonates with my initial idea. Maybe it's better, maybe it's not what I want to say. And here is the tricky place, because when you are putting some information into any LLM tools, it at first feels like magic, like someone done all the work for you, and you can just take the results and put it in your task tracker, and some documents, send it to your boss, and this will be a great idea. But it's not. Sometimes AI lies, sometimes it mess up with the data, sometimes it's not even what you initially wanted to say. And after all, when you get all the document done, you need reread final results to make sure that it's comprehensible. This is what you wanted. This is what you this every part of it is connected with other and not controversial. because sometimes you will get this too. In one part, you will have, let's say, one metric that you want to uh, measure, and the other part completely different. And it's your job to make sure that it doesn't happen to your document. So let's see. First of all, I just put very simple prompt into ChatGPT without any additional tool, without any additional information. Of course, this ChatGPT already have all the information that it needs about hyperskill, about my preferable type of style of communication, stop words that I don't like to use in text, and so on. But in this chat, I don't put any additional information, just this. And as you can see, the results is pretty vague, pretty general, generic. You can't put this, you probably can't put this as a task, as a hypothesis in your task tracker, and you probably can't go too far with this. Yeah, I think I should stop for a minute and talk about the main purpose of this exercise, why you need to write this hypothesis, why you can't just build what you have in mind. Because sometimes even product manager asked me why we need to write it down, why do we need to go through all these steps. We just can build our ideas right away. Why wasting time on this? I I really believe that you have to write down what you have in mind and go step by step through all parts of hypothesis for all parts of product requirement document to be sure that you really want to build this idea, because sometimes when you write it down, you understand, I don't want to build this. This is a mess. Or you can find some risks that you can't avoid, and you don't want to go further with these risks. So I really believe that you need to have all the parts before you start building here in some document or task tracker, or maybe in some notes or emails, but you have to write it down. So here is the simplest version, and it's not very deep. It's like we just scratch the surface. And with this, you can't build a product. Next, I've tried with the very same prompt, but with another tool. I asked Claude to write me a product requirement document to my idea. And if ChatGPT's first version was completely plain, generic, not very thoughtful, not very deep, Claude make other mistake. It tried to build spacecraft before build simple airplane. So it has a lot of details, a lot of ideas, a lot of changes, and it's very complicated solution that it helped me to describe. So if I wanted to go further with this document, I will ask Claude to simplify, to find MVP from all of these product requirement documents, something that can be like first version of this. And also I've tried this tools. This tool, it's product ChatPRD. It's a tool for product managers that claims to be the one-stop for product managers, that AI solution for everything. I also asked it to build for me product requirement document. It's quite good. It has some tools to build this document. I'm sorry, to build this document, to make it pretty, to share it with others. I will show you later what I had from this document when it came to prototyping phase. And I also have my own custom GPT. I asked it to ask me questions from my ideal document step by step. It has 12 steps where I need to really think, really go for some additional information. So if previous tools took me like 5 to 10 minutes to get my product requirement document, here I spent like half an hour or maybe more. Here is a trick with ChatGPT. You can talk with your voice, so it may be good. I do this when you have all your research done, when you have all the information, all background information for your hypothesis. Sometimes it's great to go with your mobile phone to for a walk and talk with this GPT to or answer the questions. And after a long walk, you will have very deep and buildable hypothesis with all information that you need, with all connection between metrics, goals, and steps to realize it. So I really like it, and you can put your personal ideas of what should be in the final document into some GPT, or I may share this with you. So you can talk with ChatGPT and get results that you really want. So with this, I had my workflow, my goals, my target audience, for whom I want to build this, how I want to communicate this to users, what metrics I want to use to measure, what effect I expect from this, what risk I see in this hypothesis, and so on. And I want I want show you all this product requirement document because it would be too heavy. It will take too much time, and we have only 18 minutes left. So when you have your product requirement document on your hands, you can go to your designer or to project manager, analytic, whatever person do you have in team. But you can move further. You can build your own prototype and show your team what you want to build, what you really want to build. It may be ugly. It may be it may not work very well. It may be very bad in terms of long-term support, but it will show other people what do you have in mind, and they can interact and actually understand you. So I used for prototyping today one tool, Lovable, because I I heard that this is the best tool for front-end development, but I also tried to use Replit, Windsurf, Cursor, and other tools for agentic development, and you can use whatever you find more accessible, I think, more whatever you like more to prototype. It doesn't matter at this point. You can even use some no-code tools for show others what do you mean, what do you have in mind. So I tried to put three specifications, three product requirement document into Lovable to see what will happen. Of course, not the whole specification, but only the part where workflows and user flows described. So from ChatPRD, I had this interface. Here is some prompts. I asked for some, it's next slide. I will ask for some improvements, and here is what I've got. Here is my knowledge flow explorer, where the group of topics interconnected with each other, green for those that I already picked, and there is recommendation for next steps. I think that it is not what I have in mind, that then I asked to make next iteration for build something more interesting. And from the next iteration, we came to this, where you already have some kind of study plan, and some kind of knowledge graph, but I still don't like it. And if I wanted to go further, I will ask for next improvements. I stopped here for this demonstration, but you can imagine how you can type here the next uh, adjustment, what exactly do you want to see, what exactly you don't like. For example, here I don't like that all my cards are overlapped. I don't like that it's tree-like structure. I would rather see graph-like structure, and I would like to see more concepts on one map. So I will interact in my human language, imperfect, with my own mistakes. I will interact with this tool, and eventually I would get my good enough prototype to show to the team. So next, I tried to put custom GPT results to Lovable to have my prototype. And the first results was better than previous one. I liked it more. I like that it already can show me the gaps in knowledge. From the first iteration already can show me the progress and how many topics I already complete and what I need to do next. If I want to proceed, and I probably want to proceed with this, I would ask for some simplifications, some next step for make clear what users have to do next. But it's pretty good first version for me. And next, I tried to build that Claude described. I already mentioned that from the first prompt, it wrote very complex product requirement document. but I choose to try to build this really complex prototype. And I got this. Uh, it every card can be dragged and dropped anywhere. You can see that every card marked with its own level of complexity. It has some AI generated summary for every topic. It has some information about your overall progress, and it's too complicated to my mind, because yeah, it's another thing that I want to tell you, that with this new tools, with these new toys, you can build really fast, and you don't need to think about the whole system at once. You have to build, you have to think that what is really matter, what idea, what feature, what job you can uh, do with this idea, what problem you want to solve. So you don't need to think how to build this whole spaceship. You need to think what I need to do, what I need to test, what is the riskiest assumption. And for the first prototypes, for the first test, you have to build the very core idea of your product. And you can do it quickly because, and you can ship quickly every ideas and every prototype. Uh, that's why I don't like this level of complexity. I'd rather test one small idea with only necessary elements, and that's why I would do some next steps to reduce complexity here. Also here I wanted to show you that almost every time when I first time paste all ideas, I had some kind of error. It's error like, I can't build this, I have some problem here, and you just can ask to do it from the very beginning, or just can ask from this chat that it how for it to fix the problem. Uh, Fun fact, I worked as a project manager a lot, and sometimes I worked with junior developers, and I found out with all these tools like Lovable and so on, that some of them, most of them, understands me better than junior developers, and very quickly comes to what I really wanted to build. Uh, I found it fascinating that for really for tasks that doesn't require optimization, doesn't require complex system integration, these tools, those AI tools work better than junior developers, because with them you always need to explain more to make sure that they understand what you said, and here is really quick process. So if you are a junior developer, try to understand and try to read more careful all requirements, because it's really dangerous for you that product and project managers can put all their thoughts here and not in you. So let's pretend that we built these prototypes, and we push it online, we test it somehow, collect events, somehow want to measure the effect. I will show you just one tool. I will show you just Amplitude, and how to communicate with it. But I'm sure that I already know that other tools like clarity, like I think I saw something like this in Google Analytics. Also has some AI integration. So I've asked Amplitude to make a chart to measure second week retention, as I decided to measure this after an experiment for those users who visited my knowledge map thing. It's not real data because I obviously didn't try this for now, but it's the demonstration of concept. When I asked like this, I get my chart without any filtration, and I think that even so I asked for particular things, it didn't understand me from the first time. So I decided to make myself more clear, and I ask to filter only those who have started event, filtered by action, and so on. And probably it will be easier for me to pick this events filters from the interface. But I believe that I have to get used to AI in chat interface here because it's now everywhere, and I think with next version it will be better and better and better, and I I'd better start now to get used to it. So I asked to show change in retention over time, and then I asked for grouping by subscription type, and this new iteration was faster and easier, and by the end I get my chart with all filters I needed. So yeah, I finally got my results, and with all this data I probably will came to ChatGPT to make other brainstorms, to generate other insights and new hypotheses on how to improve my initial idea, my initial hypothesis, to make it better, to make it work. So I think that is it for today. I don't see any questions in form. If you want to move forward with me with this AI powered hypothesis testing, we can do it on 2 hours workshop with your hypothesis, with your ideas. By then we will build some prototype to that you can show to your users. So I will be really glad to meet you there. Yeah, and I will be really glad to connect with you on LinkedIn. If you want to ask me some question in person or suggest some ideas for future investigation, feel free to connect. And I think that's it. If you have any question, feel free to ask right now or on LinkedIn.